Today it's the Grand Design Imagine 15 FLE. Come on. We are at the Traveland RV Supercenter in the Langley Bypass, and they have the Grand Design Imagine 15 FLE, and I'm super excited to show that to you because it's a small trailer and I really think you're going to like it. So I'm excited about that. As always, remember in the description you can get the currency converter and the timestamps and the link to the RV resource to get your research done, the same one that we use. And there's also a link in there if you'd like to buy us a coffee, because we always appreciate that. That's super helpful. Today we want to thank Anne-Marie. We really appreciate it when you guys support us and buy us that coffee. So if we're giving you any value at all, feel free. We really love it. So today we're going to get started taking a look at this trailer. Again, like I said, it's a small trailer and it has some unique features. It's the XLS version, so you can go check that out in the construction video as well, where we tell you a little bit more about that, or about the Imagine construction. And then there was another video that shows you a little more about what the XLS is. So I'll link those either in cards or at the end, so watch for them and click on them too to get more information. Disclaimer, we've got some important information that we want to share with you while you're watching this review. Grand Design has decided to discontinue producing this trailer. Not because it's a bad trailer, it's a really great trailer. It's just that it's quite heavy for its size, and the people that are often looking for this size are wanting to tow with a smaller vehicle. So what it is that you've got that double axle and it's heavier, which also means you're getting an awesome cargo carrying capacity. So for the right person, this is a great floor plan and it carries lots. You're just going to need a heavier duty truck to pull it. So we just want to put it out there so that you know while you're watching, you can still buy it. It's still a 2021, it's still on lots, and we expect that it's going to be on the used market as well. So we still want to share it with you, want to share all the numbers and show it to you in case it's one you're looking at, because for the right buyer with the right tow vehicle, this is a fantastic trailer. So without further ado, we want you to continue watching. Let's get started. So at the front here on the Imagine, I'm noticing that there's no rock guard, and like this material is pretty much just the same as this material. But we have to remember that on the XLS, that's where they start to take out a few features to kind of keep the weight and price down. You do get two 20-pound propane tanks. You get an electric jack, which we all love. This is where your batteries are going to fit. And then let's go around and take a look at the storage area. So it is a smaller door opening, but remember this is a small trailer. Loving that it has the magnet, so that just lifts up and we're good. Here is your utility area. So you are getting a plug-in, cable, satellite, fresh tank valve, the city water fill. There's where your hose is going to go, your outdoor shower. I believe this switch here is going to be for a water pump, and you also have your battery disconnect here. And then there's your hole here to go down so that you can close the door while everything's hooked up. And then it has small, but it is pass-through storage. I want you to look way in there. That is also lit. So, I mean, it's nice, but my concern is when I get some stuff in there, we're gonna need that grabber thing, the reacher that we use for the awning on Penelope. We're gonna need that to get stuff out of there. Going down, you do get manual stabilizer jacks here. And then let's go back and take a look at what else. Oh, first I want to take you up. You can see the rain rail and you can see the dripper spout to keep that water away from the side. You can also see standard windows here. And into your slide, this is a Schwintek slide, and we'll go inside and see what's in it. But small trailer, small slide, I think the Schwintek system is going to do fine. There is no awning topper on this one either. Okay, let's go back. I guess we do know one thing that's in this. There's going to be a fridge in this particular slide. Okay, keep coming and see what's back here. Going down, here's where your sewer connect is, your black valve, your gray valve, and I just want to see if they're up inside. And they are. This has a fully enclosed underbelly, and the actual valves for these are inside that. Okay, let's keep coming around. You do get a ladder, so you can get up there. Look what I found sitting back here. Okay, let's do this on this one. You count the number of times that you see Corey's coffee cup in this video. I'll strategically place it and you tell me how many. So here is your 30 amp electrical connection, and you do get a backup camera hookup if you so desire to have one. Your spare tire is back here, and again, I think you should put some type of cover over top of that. And I just want to see no receiver hitch. And again, you want to check on that and make sure this chassis can handle the extra weight if you decide to put one on. Coming around to the passenger side, I mean, this is a small trailer, but it's cool. You do get an electric awning. It's not huge, but I'll figure out what the size is, and it does have LED lighting. You also get the outdoor speakers. Here is your tank flush, your spray port there, and this one, cable and electric. Now, I just want to talk about one thing while we're here, because a commenter asked the question, and I don't have the answer, but maybe one of you do out there, about why the tank flush. All of your valves and draining and everything for your tanks is on the other side, but the tank flush is over here, which means when you're at the Sani, you are over there dumping, but you got to come around this side now and try and hook up a hose, and you're going back and forth, and it just, the commenter felt that it seemed a little cumbersome for movement around. And now I'm seeing it here as well. So if any of you have opinions or comments to make to discuss this being on the door side of the trailer versus the side as drainage, I'd like to hear about it. Let's talk about the tires. These are the Westlake ST205/75R14, and they are on a leaf suspension, and it seems like it's been lifted. It just seems higher to us, so I'm thinking that this particular one has lifted. Coming down, let's go look in the other side of this storage and see what we've got. Oh, so it's definitely deeper here, and then you can see all the way through to the other side there. So it does provide you a little more storage that way. Then over to the step above stairs that you all know I love, and this is another example of why we think it's lifted, because this is a 3-step system. So I do think that. Love the handle. Let's check out the door. Oh yeah, definitely a friction door, and it does have the little clasp here, but again, as we've mentioned before, it seems a little odd to us when it's right back in this corner instead of out here at the edge. The other issue is this arm. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of that. When it comes back, the door does hit the awning arm. So I just want to try putting this in here.
That's probably the reason they put that there.
It could be, right? So that would stop the door from hitting on the awning arm, but it also means that the door can't open any farther than that. Pros and cons. So, now, what else? Not quite a self-closing, or not at all, self-closing screen. We see that all the time, no big deal, right? All right, so let's go check out what the 2021 Grand Design Imagine 15 FLE looks like on the inside. Come on. This is pretty cool. Okay, I see things I like and I see things I don't like, so stick with us. Over here right at the entrance is quite a little storage entertainment area, which is pretty effective in such a small trailer. There's lots of space, and it has this little lip here to keep stuff in when you're on the road. Now, part of the XLS is a bit of a lower ceiling, which for us is perfectly fine. I can reach things easier. Then you get your TV. Then there's this little, okay, so there's a little bit of storage there and your controls. And then more storage, and your heat ducting is there too. So when you come in, the first thing over here then is the dinette. So this is a huge dinette and I love that, and it is also the bed. So it does mean you have to make down a bed every night, and you guys know I'd prefer to have either a Murphy bed that keeps the bedding on or a made-up bed. But if this is for you, this is a huge bed, and I will figure out the dimensions and I'll show it to you laid down. But couple of little logistical spots. So when this is in its bed position, these cushions fill in over the table. The table, which is a huge table, it just bends here, lowers down and sits in here, and then you use these two cushions to fill in that space to make your huge bed. If you want the bed even bigger, you would remove all of the perimeter back cushions. So, pros: huge bed, huge dinette, nice table. This is a fold over, there's no seams. Not my favorite kind of table because of this. But these are standard tables, we see them all over the place, but that's just why it's not my favorite. Then let me just move around to the back here so I can show you. And plus you can move this table around, right? Like you can bring it closer, push it further away, so that helps for different sized people. The cushions are quite comfortable. I like the decor. I love these big windows. Let's take a look at the blinds. So they're quite dark blinds. There is switches, lighting up here, USB on both sides. Underneath, down by the feet, there is electrical as well. So now I want to talk about a bit of a con. And that when you're in a small trailer, remember, and I can't wait to show you the rest because it's a very cool layout. But when you're here at your dinette, what the heck are you doing with these? Where are they supposed to go? I don't see anywhere in here for these to go. So I'm thinking, why aren't we using these cushions to fill in the bed space? Well, the answer to that is they're different sizes and may not fill in this bed space quite right. But we did notice that this cushion is essentially the same size as these cushions. It might need to be made a little taller this way or a little thicker this way, but these cushions could be this size.
If they went into the corner.
Yeah, if they went into the corner instead of, let me show you. Instead of having this one in the corner, if we made this one longer to there, it would be the same size as this cushion. And then of course you would just make this one smaller. So I'd like to hear anybody out there who owns one of these, maybe what you do with these cushions when not in use, or how you're managing this situation, because I think this is a fabulous bed. I think it's a fabulous dinette.
That simple change in configuration would change the whole logistics of what you have to do with this.
Yeah, because honestly, I just don't know what to do with these cushions right now. And they're not even the type of cushion that you could say, well, we only need it if we have guests, or we only need it in this situation or that situation, or maybe we could leave them at home, because you need them every time you make this into a bed. So yeah, I'm going to leave that one out there with you all to comment on and let us know what you think you would do or how you would handle that situation, because I'd sure like to see Grand Design change this little situation up, because they could fix that problem. No big deal.
And it could be fixed after the fact without...
Yeah, but you'd have to, nobody should have to do that.
Yeah.
You're buying a brand new trailer, cushions should work up. And it's a beautiful, nice trailer. So, of course, in the 2021s, you get this decor, which I've said many times I really like. And that's a ton of storage back there. Look at how deep it is. Can you get in there and show them? I really like that, and it goes all the way across. So that's nice. Then, if we move around the trailer, we move into, oh, let me go, I want to go down first. Let me show you down here, because there's nice little drawers there. And there's one on this side as well. And I do like the sleek styling and the colors that come with this. And then you move into the slide, which is essentially part of the kitchen, because this is a small trailer with a big kitchen. Now, just disclaimer, warning, coming your way. For some odd reason at this dealership today, the fridge is gone. So, you know, we debated, do we want to show people a trailer where the fridge is gone? That just doesn't seem right. But it is real. And what I love about it is that when these trailers come on the lot, the dealerships are going through them and making sure everything's up to snuff. And if it's not, they're getting on that. So that's clearly what happened here. This trailer needed, or this fridge needed some work, and they're on fixing that. Plus, it allows us to show you what the space behind the fridge looks like. So I'm just gonna remove this panel, because this is, oh, that's another good thing to tell you about. These are what the panels inside your fridge look like inside, on the outside of your fridge. So you can get decorative panels. We've even, in our houseboat, created our own decorative panels to put in the fridge insert. So you could do that however you like. So that's the bottom one. Here's the pretty top one, and they just go in the fridge. I want to show you the storage first, because I cannot believe how much storage is in this small trailer. So you get 3 of these drawers, which is very nice. And then this here, and again, there's no lighting or anything in there, and they are quite deep, but you just put some bins or something in there, and you can manage that. So here's what the inside of the compartment where your fridge goes is. So this is going to be a gas electric. You can see the venting there because of the way the air has to move around the absorption fridge. And it's got some insulation in there, and it's got its electrical and its hookup for the propane is there. And that's all it really is. And you know what? I'll put a link in here in a card to our fridge repair that we did on Penelope, because Corey had this all out and had to rehook everything up. And, you know, fridges are expensive, so we didn't want to have to buy a new one. We just fixed the one that Penelope had. So let's move on down through the rest of the kitchen. Small microwave. And again, this is, first of all, lower ceiling, lower slide, everything becomes really super reachable for us, and we love that. So there is your little microwave, and some more decent storage there, so I like that. You get the nice Furrion range hood, a Furrion 3-burner gas with the glass top stove, and a little oven. It is little, but again, we're in a little trailer. What do we got here? Oh my! I love this. This is a huge cupboard for a trailer this size. It is definitely where I'd be putting my pots and pans. And 3 more here. I can't believe how much cupboard space is in here. You also are getting a light and electrical back there. So now we're turning to the back of the trailer, and you get more kitchen. Countertops again are the same as the table, so they roll over, no seams. You're getting quite a decent sized undermount stainless. You know what? It looks stainless, it doesn't sound stainless. It's got some plastic in it, I think, but it looks good, and I'm sure it'll function just fine. Undermount sink, not split, but I'm not having a fit about that because there's so much. Let me just move this over here so you can really get an idea. Look at how much countertop space is here. So I love this. I love that the windows are here, blinds, lighting, USB and electric. And these other awesome cupboards. All stuff I can reach. I love that. So you get all of that. Moving down, so you got a little shelf here and more very usable space, even though it's around the plumbing. Very usable space in there. And then 2 more big drawers.
Wow.
I know. This is a small trailer to have this much kitchen going on. Very nice. All right, then we're at the bathroom, which has a slider door. Absolutely love. I've heard people complain about bathroom being by the kitchen, but you're in a teeny little space. I can't believe you're getting this much in this small space. So into this bathroom. So what I'm really liking is, again, small trailer, dry bath. Here is your shower. That's how high it is. This is a little skylight up there, and that's kind of nice. And this is how big it is. This is a one-piece plastic decorative shower piece, which moves down to a second piece in the base, and they are the click-in stuff. This is an average shower head, average taps, and then you get it's sort of a plasticky roller stuff. And again, I'm not thinking that this is my personally favorite type of thing. I would probably just rather have a shower curtain, but they tell me that there's a little sort of squeegee thing in there to take the water off of that. And yeah, just personal choice, I guess. Over to the mirror. I think it's a great height. You get some storage here, quite a bit of storage. And then moving on down, your countertop in here is pretty much the same as the rest it's like a thermal foil, no seams. You get a plasticky smaller sink, which is appropriate, standard taps underneath. Not a lot of storage there because all your plumbing is behind here, so that's really very little there. But that's okay because, first of all, look at all this countertop space. Like, this is really great. And you get storage in there, which is quite nice. And storage down here with these 2 little doors, which I love. Great answer to a tight space right next to the toilet and still having storage. And while we're down here, let's talk about the porcelain foot flush toilet. So that works. And off to the side is a bunch more storage, plus hooks, plus towel rack, plus switches. Like, it's really great. Up to the ceiling, you've got LED lighting. You have a vent with a switch up there, so get out your wooden spoons. And there's also AC venting in here, and down here below the shower is where your heat venting is. So we've got great circulation of air. We have a full, very usable, lots of storage, dry bath. I love that. Okay, I want to show you out here. Because again, this is just incredible to me. Look at the storage. So, let me try this. Yeah. So there's a closet rod there and a removable shelf if you want this to be closet space. If you want it to be shelf space, you can. But again, super deep, right? So you're going to have to put some kind of bins or have a reacher or something to get whatever's at the back. Under that is another, how many? 3 big drawers. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Okay, that is very cool. There's a ton of storage in here. I can't wait to get to the numbers now to show you like weights and all that. So now let's take a look at the ceiling. It has lots going on. You've got LED lighting. You have AC venting, your AC system. You have speakers. And there is another vent here in the kitchen, which your wooden spoon will work just fine for. So lots going on there, but it's good. It's got lots of lighting and lots of airflow. Go down to the floor and I can show you that it is all vinyl. There's no carpet in here at all. It's very spacious, and there's also no breaks in the floor. There's all the venting comes through things like this. Nothing is breaking up the floor system, so I love that. Next, let's talk about the Cracker Barrel factor, because even though it's a small trailer, we do still get this slide. So the whole kitchen here is in the slide, and I'm just going to get my measuring tools out here.
Oh, you're getting all technical.
Yeah. So if I stick this in there, and then I add about that much on, and we pull that out here, put it down on the floor there, and I add about that much on, it's going to come to right about here. Okay? So when that slide is in, you're going to come in the door. You can have access to everything there. You can get into the bathroom. You can get back to the counter, all of the storage. You're going to have a little trouble getting at your sink because you'd have to come from this sort of angle around that edge. But you would also have full access to your stove, microwave, refrigerator, storage, and then coming around to here, you would have full access to your dinette and your bed. Now remember, this is coming out to like here, but you could still make this whole thing up into a bed or sit here. Like, it's completely functional with this slide in. I love it. I think, like I said, I was a little annoyed by the cushion situation, but that can be rectified. This is a phenomenal floor plan in a small trailer that's completely functional. I'm excited. Let's take a look at the numbers. Now for the numbers of the 2021 Grand Design Imagine 15 FLE. I've already said that I think this is a cool trailer, but I'm going to give you the numbers now too. Let's see. So I went out and took a picture of the sticker, and it tells me that the gross vehicle weight, 6,395 pounds, with the cargo carrying capacity of 2,109 pounds. And I'm like, whoa, that seems like a lot for a small trailer, but it is a double axle. So I guess that's what we get. Kind of cool, right? Now, let's take a look at the rest. The length is at 19 foot 4 inches. I love that. The height, 10 foot 10 inches. Freshwater capacity is 43 gallons. Gray is at 45 gallons, and the black is at 37 gallons. It's got a 25,000 BTU furnace. And the awning length with 10 feet. They have not given me the dimensions of this bed. I wish I brought a measuring tape, because that would be cool. Remember that for next time. All right. The interior height is 78 inches, because I know folks have been asking for that, and we're going to try hard to get that information for you. It has a 17.8 gallon per hour quick recovery hot water heater, and if that fridge that wasn't actually there is normally an 8 cubic foot refrigerator, which is a pretty good size fridge for a trailer this size too. Oh, and I wanted to mention that those valves in the underbelly, that's all heated down there, so good to know. Then there's that one else all important number, which I got to go in and talk to the guys here at Travelland RV Supercenter, because they will have that. I think this is a fairly new trailer on the lot, and they haven't given those numbers here yet, but we'll figure out the price for you, and we'll put it in ticker tape here at the end. So I hope you've liked this video. We knew we wanted to get into this one because it's just an interesting small trailer, and we really liked it. So hopefully you do too. Leave us a comment, tell us what you think, or maybe you've got some ideas around what to do with these cushions. I don't know. But give us a like, hit the subscribe button, share us with your friends and family. If we've provided you with any value, please feel free to leave us a coffee down there in the link in the description. And I'll put up some links here as well to the construction, and come along on an adventure with us. We love having you along. Thanks for watching.